Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Decided to keep with the short track theme and run a C-Class Mixed Series race here for week 4 at Martinsville Speedway, going out for qualifying. Did one before, it was not a very good race. We ran more than half the race under caution, so wanted to make a second attempt and see if I could get you guys anything that would be a bit more exciting, a little bit more green flag runs and longer runs in than what we had. So learned I am not good on the short run. Long run is the only time that I can keep pace with anybody, so that's going to be very reflective off of this qualifying lap because it is slow as heck compared to everybody. I actually found a little bit of a stronger field this time compared to the last one that I was in, so have to see if I can make the most of this one and finish up any better than what I would have in the last one. So, yeah, second lap's 10th and a half faster. I just cannot drive this thing on the short run, at least on the inside in 11th. So if I can keep that, that'll be the preferred option. Inside line obviously is the way to go here at Martinsville. Car number 15, truck number 15 out of 23. Yeah, 11th. I was, 3/10 off, so I just, for whatever reason, even my fast lap obviously would only have gotten me to like 7th or 8th. For whatever reason, cannot find the short run speed, which if we have another wreck or another race like this where it's wreck after wreck, caution after caution,
qualifying wasn't rained out like the actual one.
that short run's gonna obviously matter more. But gonna see what I can do. Obviously, even if I can stay 11th, that's ahead of where I'm supposed to finish, so I will gladly take that. Just gonna try to make the most of it that I can. Yeah, I don't feel too bad as long as I can be patient enough and not overdrive the entries. I don't feel bad at all about the setup and the race and stuff. It's just I just got to make sure I don't get involved in stuff with people. So only change I made to the setup was to go to 57.5 on the brake bias. That's down 5% from where it starts. I left the steering ratio and the offset the same. Those worked for me. So the brake bias is more or less just for my own personal preference, how I like to brake and how I use my pedals personally. So yeah, we went, because of how short all the runs were, nobody, if they didn't have damage, ended up hitting for tires up front. So I would expect the same thing to happen in this one, unless somehow we really go like 20 or 30 laps straight and then have a caution. Then I could see somebody coming in for tires, but it's a ton of short runs. If it's a second race in a row like that, that's just what you guys are going to see, unfortunately. I don't have the time to run 15 of these trying to get something clean in, but yeah, just going to try to do what I can. Watch out for cautions happening, and if everybody comes in, then we'll come in too. Big goal obviously would be top 10, move ahead from where I start. Obviously, realistically, just 15th or better will be a decent finish. I don't think I'm gonna have the pace to get to a top 5 at all, so have to see what I can get out of it and try to find some sort of pace.
Temp is 78 Fahrenheit.
Ended up with a 4X only because of somebody coming back down the track off a spin. I tried to sneak. Well, I was already to the inside of them, going into the corner and was against the curve, and they just came down. So if I can get away with a 4X or less, I will be really happy with that. Trying to continue to keep the safety rating going up in the right direction. So lost a little bit of iRating in the last race. So see if I can try to finish ahead of where I'm supposed to. See if I can try to gain any of that back and at least get back on the right track and everything. So see what we can do. It'd be nice if we can get a full run in. It's fun. I mean, some people probably say the setup's way too tight for my limited practice. I don't think it's bad. I think I don't know, everybody seems to be taking a little bit of a higher entry and then apexing a little bit later to try to straighten out the length in the straightaways as much as possible, carry much momentum. I was just always in battles with people behind me and had to always try to protect the bottom, so couldn't really get to do that much, but yeah, I'm just going to try to do what I can. Make this as exciting for you guys as possible. Hopefully we can just go green most of the way and try to pick up some spots, see if we can at least get one off of this start, see when the leaders are going to go. Same thing that happened in my first race. The initial start was just so weird with when the leader chose to go and how everybody was spread out, so able to pick up a couple spots off of that one. because of how the outside lane went. So I'll put us up into, I believe, 9th. We'll see as we work our way across the start-finish line to complete lap 1. Just trying to ease the thing into the corners, roll it as best as I can, and not get on the throttle too early to avoid spinning the rear tires out. Yep, I will gladly take 9th right now. And we got our first caution, so it's going to start looking like one of these races already. Can't even get 2 laps in. I don't know. This is how this race goes. I'm definitely done. It's not fun to ride under caution this much. It's been half the race or more under caution, so I'll take protecting a top 10 spot and 0 X's, but it's
closed.
not fun to ride around this slow the whole time.
Of course, yellow. It's open.
It's just weird that that race start like 3 different times.
23 behind's talking about the start. Same thing that I kind of saw. Like, thought the leader was going, then the leader stopped, and then the leader went again, and then everybody else kind of went. So, yeah, I don't know. Restarts, initial starts, and restarts in the first race were really jacked up, and I got a feeling they're probably going to be weird in this one as well. So, just have to make the most of it. I know I've said that constantly. Don't think you're going to be seeing anybody come into pit already. A lap and a half in on tires, I don't think anybody's coming into pits. So, bright side is because of how botched that that initial start was, at least able to pick up 2 spots, moves me up a row, restarting on the inside again, which I kind of made the outside work a couple times on restarts. I think the only reason why I was able to is because either the inside lane did not get going, or the people that I was around were not as quick, so I was able to get a little bit of a better restart than them and avoid it. But outside of that, the inside line is definitely going to be preferred on the restarts. So,
is it geared towards?
Not going to necessarily give up any positions just to stay in an odd number 1 to restart on the inside, or I'm not going to lay back and not get aggressive to try to pick up. Well, I'm not going to be crazy aggressive, but not going to try to take opportunities to get spots either to get to the inside. But I will certainly try to keep myself in a position where I can restart on the inside, because I got a feeling we're going to have multiple cautions. So,
Ooh, shiny.
the more I can take advantage of that, the better it'll be. So,
we're under caution. Pits are closed.
got the chat up and try to keep that just loud enough that I can hear it in case something does happen. Like I said, I'm trying to use it to be able to apologize to people if I do anything stupid. Try to keep people a little bit happier with me, but
They don't have
I don't really need it to get in the way of my racing, or overshadow what I'm saying to you guys as well, in terms of the volume. So apologize for the last few races where the engine volume, the car noises have been too loud compared to my voice. So hopefully this one will, if it's not fixed, hopefully be in a better direction and sound a little bit better. So I get ready to go. Double file, restart. Going to be restarting on lap 8 of 60. Just going to try to look as far ahead, try to time it as best as I can, but obviously got to watch out for anybody that's, laying back and is going to get caught sleeping or anything like that. Just hold the inside line, try to follow the 21 through, unless he makes a mistake up ahead, and see if I can pick up any more spots off the start. Wait for the leader to go. Trying to get as best of a start as I can, trying to get by the 16. Just gonna stay off the 21, not lock it up going into 1. Avoid getting on the curb as well, don't want to kick out into the 16. 16's gonna try to push his way on the outside, just gotta try to do the best I can to defend the inside. Look at the run off the corner, so does a good job battling on the outside to get by me. I didn't drive it quite as hard as I probably could have. See if I can learn anything off of that little bit of a higher entry, later apex. Obviously got to watch out for the 23 behind. Flip the curb a little bit there. It's kind of what you got to avoid doing. Thankfully it didn't spin me, it just kind of sent the truck up the track a little bit. Got a little loose there into turn 1, able to save it. Killed the momentum through the center of the corner and off. Pulled away a little bit from the 23, but might be taking it easy, kind of trying to size me up, figure out where he can get by me. 16's pulling away.
That last lap was a.
I said I feel like I'm just better the longer the run goes. Don't know if I'm going to be better than everybody else, but myself, I feel like I'm, you know, my best on a long run. Another caution. We'll see what happened from behind since I see no smoker issues up ahead. So we got more than a lap and a half in.
Andrews has crashed.
I think we got
Line up single file behind.
3 laps in, something like that. So
It's closed.
doubled what we did on the first run.
Pits are open.
Like I said, at least stayed at 9th that time. Didn't lose any spots off the start, and certainly not going to be fun if we continue to pace like this. I've seen some guys say that they got races in where they only had a couple cautions and it was nice and clean, and I've seen other ones said where it was pretty bad. Thankfully, I haven't been involved in anything yet, but it's not fun to ride around under caution. It's not fun to show you guys this either, so. But I guess it keeps me in the top 10 and more time without any incident points, so there's more laps I can try to complete to try to build the incident, the safety rating back up. Looks like Truck's gonna get his lap back. I think he might be the only one a lap down. He's gonna get one of two back, so put him 1 lap down, so we'll still have 21 on the lead lap. I think again the runs have been too short that you're not gonna see anybody in pit road. 16 tried to, guessing he tried to pull a fake. I don't know what else you would have called that other than him trying to pull a fake, and nobody was biting that. So yeah, this feels like the same thing as what I used to have in the super late model series races, especially in the fixed ones where we rode around under caution for half the race or 3/4 of the race.
Pits are open.
Be nice if we would have gotten 2 to go this time by. Let's see if it happens. It does. Alright. At least gets us going a little bit quicker. I feel like, I don't know what the incidents have been, but I feel like these cautions have been really long in relation to whatever the incident might have been. Seems like it always runs a couple extra laps more than it probably should. Be getting the 1 to go signal next time by, so restarting on lap 17 of 60. Basically, same amount. Like I said, we ran a few more green flag laps. Caution was slightly shorter, but basically the same run as same amount of time between green and caution as the first one.
Okay, Jake, get ready. Race
Line up behind 21 again. It's just gonna be a repeat of the last restart. 21 directly in front of us, 16 directly to our right, and the 29 on the outside in the row ahead. Trying to time it as best as I can again. See what the 16's got. If he's gonna battle again hard on the outside, do a good job of getting by me, or if I can try to get by him, pick up a spot off the restart. Hopefully we can try to time it as best as possible again. 21 did not get going, got into his back end, thankfully didn't spin him. I got a little loose there, spinning tires off the corner, so allows both the 21 and the 13, I believe, which is actually the 29 on his truck to pull away. The 16 still running on the outside. It's definitely doing a good job of making that outside line work. 23 and 22 behind are battling pretty tough. Not sure what. Oh, we're going around. There's contact. Able to keep it straightened. I don't know what the 13 was doing there. He was definitely not clear.
We think that Thomas has binned it.
I think I might tell him that. Not sure if you were quite clear there, 13.
I'd like to make it, but
Got a little bit of left front damage there from me getting on the brakes too hard, trying to stop for the 13 and getting into the wall.
I thought you guys were both wrecked there.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
Yeah, I had to jump on the brakes as soon as he kind of cut in front of me and locked up the left front, slid in the inside wall. Thankfully, no incident points out of it, so just a little bit of left front damage, I think. Should put us into 7th.
No real loss, though.
Thought we were going to have another side-by-side battle. It was fun to restart before, too. Trying to be a little bit nicer on the radios to everybody, have, you know, a bit more fun than what I have prior races. Glad I did not get any incident points out of it. I get, you know, I got the left front damage. I don't know how much it's going to affect me. We'll have to see. I don't know if it, you know, knocked the toe out or did anything else to the suspension, but just have to feel it out. If it's that bad, probably going to get a caution pretty quick. So, yeah, I'll probably then jump in if it's that far off the pace. I'll jump in and get whatever repairs I can. It's tough to get a ton of repairs here done because even under caution, the laps are not that fast, or not that long. So you're getting like, you know, seconds, 5-10 seconds of repairs done at a time. So to see what I can get. Hopefully the truck's not beat up enough and I can get something out of it, but we'll just have to see. Otherwise, it's going to be fun, so see if we get 2 to go.
Pits are open.
Up to 7th. Really hope the truck's not too hurt and can kind of keep it going forward. I don't really want to give up this track position, but just have to see. I think
We're under caution.
13
Pits are closed.
pitted, so shouldn't have to worry about him unless he really comes flying up through the field. I don't know. Maybe he was actually clear, and from my view, it looked like he wasn't clear, but I didn't think he was quite clear enough yet, so that's why I had to jump on the brakes to avoid him getting into the corner, especially where he did it at. But like I said, I quickly learning that everything has gotten far more aggressive in racing, both in real life and here on iRacing, and I'm just not aggressive enough. Gotta learn how to be a little more aggressive, and gotta learn how to see that there's moves guys are going to take that I wouldn't normally think about doing that definitely they're going to take and I have to consider doing. So
Race cars coming in this lap.
first time restarting behind the 7. Try to follow him the best that I can. No idea what the 21 is going to be like on the outside. Obviously, we know the 16 is pretty good, so to watch for him on the outside as well. But I just do the best I can to stay off the 7, work my way up, get something out of it. See if we can try to click off some more green flag laps. That was our shortest run of the 3 so far. Ready for when the leader's gonna go. He's waiting, kind of bunching the field up. A little bit of contact with the 7. Not able to get to the inside of the 21 yet. Able to pull away from the 16 a little bit. Just gonna watch for the 21 coming off of turn number 2. We'll clear him. The 21's able to get down in front. They're just gonna back up the braking point a little bit. Maybe just a hair of contact with the 21. Always close enough. If not, kind of standard Martinsville, I would say. I keep the truck off the curb like that. See how much momentum that allows everybody else up in front to pick up, and how much that kills my runoff. So certainly allowed the 16 to close up quite a bit. He's feeling pretty happy to be defending 7th right now. Obviously, I could easily be shredding right front and end up falling back if we go longer, but just have to see. Seems like everybody's running up a little bit higher in the corners than me. I'm just gonna, for now, stick to this line since I'm most comfortable with it. I think sometimes it's a little better to stick to a line that you can replicate consistently. That might be slightly off rather than trying to do something else that ultimately has the potential to be faster, but you can't replicate. It causes you to be more inconsistent. One truck way up high. I think that might have been the 23. Nope, it was not. 22 looks like. So we get another caution, unfortunately.
I bombed a tree wind into the corner and killed the dude. I just went into the wall so I knew it was safer.
At least holding 7th. I don't know. Hard to say whether or not it's going to be worth it to come in. I don't feel like I really have a ton for everybody in front, but that honestly could just be my overall driving pace, regardless of any damage on the truck. Seemed like the 16 was doing a good job hanging with me, but didn't really seem like he was that much faster putting pressure, or he could have just been waiting as well. So I don't know. I think right now the track position is worth looks like half the field's coming a couple trucks in front. I think we're going to stay. It's going to put us in 5th, it looks like. I think just 2 in front, so I don't know. They might have the advantage coming up. I think track position's just worth more. It's pretty tough to pass here, even on fresh tires, so we'll see if they're able to work their way. Obviously, they're going to be incredibly aggressive off the restart. I don't know how many decided to come in behind them. Just know how far back in the field they're going to be going, but they will certainly be pretty aggressive, I'm sure. We crossing the line to complete halfway here this time under the yellow. Should put the 6 back on the lead lap, I believe. See, I thought he was 1 lap down. Yeah, that'll put him back on the lead lap. 20 is going to be 8 laps down still, so still 21 trucks on the lead lap. Just, yeah, more laps, I guess, for 0x. Puts me in 5th.
All right, Jake, that's half
Didn't think the
distance.
top 5 was
Fuel levels
possible,
are
but
fine.
no idea how the pit strategy differences are going to work out the rest of the race, if we're even going to be able to go green the rest of the way, or if everybody else decides on the next caution to come in. If it's worth that much, then could end up, you know, realistically, if I don't lose any spots in pit road, I'll end up back where I was in 7th, but just have to see how it works out. So I'd love to just see it go green and be able to get you guys something, even if it means me, you know, falling back some.
Pits are open.
Obviously, a few spots ahead of where we started and quite a few spots ahead of where I'm supposed to finish, so I could give up a couple and still come away with a decent day, but obviously when I gain spots, I don't ever want to give them up if possible. So, did go this time. Be restarting on lap number
Race car is
34.
out. Pits are closed.
I don't like this.
We'll have 27 to go once we get the green flag. Little, well, 45% of the race left, so it's been about the same as the other one. I was in the back for some of the race after I self-spun, so I got to see a few more of the wrecks. I'm guessing the wrecks are happening from behind in this one, but obviously we saw the 22 shoot way up the track and have the issue. Not sure what exactly happened between him and the 23 to know who's at fault, but it seems to be going about the exact same way, so I would guess this is probably at least going to be more of the
Okay,
trend
Jake,
for these
get ready.
races
Race will
than
resume at the end of this lap.
I just caught the few bad ones. But same thing, 21 to the 16 to the outside again, 21 up ahead, 7 behind, or 7 directly ahead. Just try to get as much as I can. Closest I've obviously been to the front all race. Try to protect it as best as I can. Meters off and rolling. Able to cut down inside of the 21.
Green, 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 let's go.
Puts us in 4th place.
P4.
Let's see if we get to the inside of the 3. I doubt I'll be faster than him. You can already see him pulling away. 7's pulling away as well, so no idea what the pace is going to be like between the 16 and the 21. It's kind of getting freight trained a little bit, which is expected, although he's doing a pretty good job, and we get a caution. So now we're going to be on the outside. So I'll get to experience the outside for the first time.
Race cars out. Line up single file behind Taylor.
This is frustrating to
Race
not
cars out. Pits are closed.
have
Man,
very
they
long
do
green
that.
flag
Of
runs.
course, yellow. Pits are open.
I apologize for you guys having to see a terrible race either way. I thought I was going to be able to get a better one, and this is not any better at all. Not any better. It's frustrating to not be able to get more than 2 laps in at a time. I don't know if I have anything for anybody in the front. I think we only picked up the spot on the 21 because of the outside line not going in the inside line, getting a much better restart since I can see what the leader is doing. So we're probably going to get freight trained as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if I don't end up, you know, back to like 7th, 8th, 9th, something like that off the start. I'm just going to try to get as best of a start as I can on the outside. Probably going to have to let the 16 go. Or the, no, the 16's back a couple spots, it's the 4 on the inside. Yeah, I don't know. Other side of this is, more of this happens, the less the 2 that pitted are going to see advantage of their fresh tires, as well as, the less they're going to be able to work their way up to the front. The more it goes green, the more they're going to be able to work their way to the front, I think. So, it's, I mean, if they're getting good starts and able to pick up a couple spots at a time, we have a ton of these, and obviously they can still make up, you know, quite a few spots from wherever they came out, pit road. But if we keep having this and they're not, then it's certainly not going to have made that pit stop a good play in that mind. I mean, it might have been the right play again if they thought it was going to go green the rest of the way, or if it was going to go long enough that we would all come and they would cycle back up to the front, but I don't know. Doesn't. Not having much faith that we're going to get a long green run in of, I don't even know if we're going to get more than 10 laps, to be 100% honest, at once. So, get lined up though for the restart. Be restarting just before lap 40. And first one on the outside. Just gonna have to try to watch the leader as best as I can. I'm gonna try to be as respectful and stay close to the 3, so that way I don't, you know, jack up the whole outside line with a massive gap. But I'm gonna give it a little bit of space in case the 3 has to check up. Obviously, I'll, you know, speed along for the ride if he does, but I'm certainly gonna try to do the best that I can. Just watch out for whatever these 2 are gonna do. 3 just loses it. Spins the tires. Gonna put me up into the second. He just completely spun the tires and lost it, so that's all it was. We'll see if the 7's gonna be that much faster. Truck definitely doesn't feel like it wants to turn, but I could have easily just overdriven the corner, so. Off and rolling, that gives the 5, who is 29 on the truck, a big advantage. 3, who's slow, not sure what's going on there. Oh, I get dumped by the 7.
Got one inside.
Able to keep it going.
They're on the inside.
Oh, tires got hot, lost it. No idea what happened there. I think the 7 just flat out dumped me.
Still there.
So, yeah, we're all the way back.
Still there.
Sucks, now we definitely got some front end damage.
Still there.
I don't know, that sucked. Try to cut down. I've got people going by me. The truck's hurt. It's quite a bit off the pace.
Are inside. P9.
I don't know. I think the 7 just flat out drove in too hard, in my opinion, but who knows. Truck is most definitely off the pace, so holding on to a 15th is going to be tough. Use a caution now. That sucks. That sucks. Not much I could do differently. We're at least in 9th, going to try to defend that as much as I can. Able to get back to the inside. Try to get a better run. I don't know if that was just him misjudging how slow I was, if I really did slow down that much sooner, but that looked like that was a flat out dump.
Your fastest lap today.
I don't know if that was an intentional move or not, but that sucked. A little loose off the corner there. On the gas too hard, able to save it. Up to 13 to the outside.
Still there.
I'm sorry if I read anything that. I thought there was going to get
I don't know what happened there. We hit the 0x, I'm guessing it was either netcode or I didn't do anything. Oh, there might have been him coming down, but when I get back in front of him, looks like he's got a little bit of left front damage as well. Just gonna try to do the best that I can. Oh, he makes a little bit of contact. He's trying to move me up the track, get by me.
Inside.
Just gonna let him have it. He's much faster and more aggressive, so.
Still there.
Oh, he came up, I came down on him, but
Coming up left side.
now we're going to the back. I can't even block anymore. Just tried to do a little bit, but had the chance at a good finish, and fortunately the 7 kind of sent us backwards the wrong way, and that kind of hurt that. So, and of course now we go green the rest of the way.
He's still there.
Trying to get a better run on the 11 on the outside if I can. Clear him going into 3. Kind of brought it in a bit too hot, lost it, and we're gonna line up there. 21 has a problem, so free spot right there. Guessing people are gonna come to pit road. We'll see.
Looks like Costello has stacked it.
I don't know how much damage it's worth to fix.
23, sorry, like brake check in at restart. I just saw car spinning and hit the brakes.
So, got a few laps in, sort of back to 9th. We're not very quick at all.
We're under caution. It's closed.
in the place you're safe as the lead.
Pace is off, but damage is certainly not helping things now. Truck doesn't feel like it wants to turn quite as well, which is to be expected, but I don't know. It's what it is. Everybody's staying out front, so I'm going to continue to do the same thing. I know the damage is hurting me, but I think the track position for the few laps I'll have left is worth more than trying to get any of it fixed. If everybody had come in, then, you know, maybe it'd be a different story, but stay out. Working lap 50 is 60 now, so we'll have less than 10 to go when we get the restart. is not actually the 13, that's the 1. I would explain partially why he's faster, but yeah, I don't know. Let's take a look and see. I think the 7 just honestly overdrove it, got square into the back of me, but again, hard to tell if it'll be an intentional move or not. It's certainly not the way I wanted things to play out after getting the benefit of the 3 spin in it on the restart. Because I went to the outside past him cleanly like there was nothing there, and unfortunately 7 just kind of overdrives it. Like, I know I was nowhere near as fast as him, but I don't know. It just sucks. He may have apologized. I didn't hear an apology,
Please,
but
don't touch my butt.
he may have apologized. So I don't know. We'll see. See if he says anything after the race or not. And like I said, we can take a look at it and see what happened. But I'm not gonna take any blame in that one personally.
Pits are open.
Try to do the best I can to fend off the 11 on the next restart. I think he's going to be a lot faster on the outside. The 1, obviously, who's 13 on truck, will
We're
probably
under
pull
caution.
away too.
Pits are closed.
No idea what to expect out of everybody behind. Didn't really see how fast the 19 was behind me as well, so just going to try to do the best I can to keep the truck in the top 10 if possible, and still have a halfway decent chance at
I'm
a
pretty sure I got a black
good
light,
finish.
so that
3's back in 19th. I'm sure he's going to work his way up. Everybody else is multiple laps down, probably still on pit road, I think, or left the race. I get the 1 to go this time by, so we'll have just 7 to go with the restart. Be on the inside of the 5th row.
Jake, get ready. Race will resume at the
23
end of this
directly in
lap.
front of us. I knew prior to the wreck I was faster than him, but not after that. Yep, this is definitely going to be my last Martinsville race for the week, so frustrating it's gone this way, but I felt like I've done most things right so far, so see what the 1's going to try to do on this start. Oh, excuse me, the 5, who's the 29 on truck.
Green flag.
Just trying to get away. 1 got a good start on the outside, able to get by the 23 on the outside. Just going to try to work as close as I can to these guys, try to keep up with them, pull away from the 19 behind so that way I can keep myself in 9th. Any chance to get spots up here, I will gladly take them, but just going to be worried more about driving my line, not getting anybody in front, and making sure I can bring it home in 9th place. Because that will still be a good day for where I should be finishing, and it is still ahead of where we started the race as well. Bit of contact, looks like the 7 got sent up the track, so not sure if that was intentional or not. May have been a little bit of payback.
We think Taylor spinned it. Pace car is out.
I think it's
Line
scoring
up
us in
single
front of the
file
7,
behind
so
car number
if that's the
23.
case, it's
Pace
going to
car
put
is
us
out.
with
Pits are
him
closed.
restarting on the outside or
Ball's
inside
yellow.
of us,
Pits
which
are open.
wouldn't be surprised if I get the bumper again. Don't think anybody's going to be pitting this time. We're likely going to be doing a green-white checker at this point. Uh, 4X, unfortunately. It was kind of tied to, or excuse me, 8X at this point. 4X for, you know, what happened off the middle shoal, and then I had some contact with people, so safety rating's going to take a big beating, but I don't know. I don't know much differently I could have done, honestly. Tried not to chop down on people, but, you know, outside of that, I really don't know what else I could have done. I got sent for a ride and was just trying to save the thing as best as I could. So, this is a lot like Daytona. You're going to get stuff out of it that wasn't your fault, unfortunately, because of how the safety rating system works. It's not really going to care. 8X, though, if we can keep it at that, it should take a massive hit. It'll definitely go down, but it shouldn't be a huge hit, so Should be getting the green white checker notification relatively soon, and I think it's only one attempt in this, if I remember correctly. So, who knows with how aggressive people may be off the start if we'll even get through the first attempt, or if we'll get a caution to end the race before then. Just gonna try to do the best I can to stick behind the 16. Hopefully, maintain something out of it, and yeah, not fall too much further back than 8th. Watch out for the 7 to see what he's gonna do. Got the 19 directly behind me. There's the green white checker attempt.
We're under caution. It's closed.
It's gonna be everybody for their own, and probably a bit of a free fall at this point, so it's gonna be fun, to say the least. Just, yeah, gonna do the best I can. Been saying that all race, but never truer words than now for that. At least we know that next flag will end, well, either, you know, checkered flag or the next caution will end the race regardless, so it's going to be digging as hard as I can. Obviously, still just going to not overdrive my braking points or anything, because that's going to only cause me to spin or run into somebody, and that's not how I want to finish the race. So starting on the outside going to be a bit of a disadvantage to the inside row as well, but just going to do what I can. Come as close to a 10th place finisher or better if possible. But sort it out. It'll be good, whatever it is. Hopefully, unless we get dumped too bad, should be at least ahead of 15th. Watch and see when the 5's going to go. If it's going to try to go early or wait and stack the field up again. Thought I felt the tire spinning, so I tried to get 4th early. Slammed the wall. It's going to cost me a ton of time. 2x that I didn't need because I just drove into the wall. 18 shoots way up the track. I just got pounded by... I'm not even sure who that was. Get a caution, so looks like a 10th place finish. I don't even know. I messed up that start so bad, and then I got pounded from the inside, and now
Pits are closed.
7's getting dumped
Line up single file
by somebody.
car number 02.
What the fuck did I do to you?
Course yellow. Pits are open.
I don't know. We're scored in 10th right now, so I'll take a 10th place finish out of it. Not a pretty way to end the race at all, but I'll have to watch and see who got... Somebody shot me up the track. Somebody just overdrove the corner and shoved me up the track.
They're low.
I don't know what happened, but there's your checkered, so... Watch what happened with the 7 as well.
10th
Just gonna
position.
stop behind him, not
That's the
giving
end
him
of
a
the race.
bump or
Well done, mate.
anything. Alright, let's go check everything out. Let's watch this last restart and see what was up with that. And then, yeah. So, gonna get lined up, ready to go. I spun the tires. Was able to keep it from spinning out, but got in the forest, slammed into the wall because I was still on the gas. That was my fault. Then one truck going to the inside, saw him, stayed to the inside. Okay, he just literally looped it. So that was it's going to be the 19 who just saw me slow, ties way to the inside, tries to brake too late, and just flat out loses it and slid up into me. That's what shot me up the track there.
I didn't mean for that to end up the way it ended up.
That's kind of how that one sorted out.
I know. That was just our tires hitting or some shit.
Faster than the 10, and then we had the caution, so it scored me ahead of him at that point. But
code.
yeah, so completely my fault for the restart. Obviously got in the wall on the outside, just try to stay out of everybody, and then the 19 just lost it into one.
I was like, come on.
Let's go back and take a look and see what happened with the
yeah, I was just making sure you weren't too mad.
7.
Nah,
I think it was going to be...
Should have just stayed off your door.
Let's see where it was. Yeah, alright, so here we go. So let's watch this restart, because this was fun. Let's rewind it, check out what happened to the 3. So running alongside the 7. 5 and the 3 were door-to-door rubbing each other. I know how they've been doing. Okay, so I don't know if he spun the tires or if he just, when he came off, if that contact, because you can see, let's jump back up through the field. So that contact with the 5 looks like it shoves him around, honestly, rather than him spinning the tire. It might have been a
I swear there
combination,
was a caution out for that whole thing, though.
but let's see.
I mean, if
I don't
the
know.
leader,
Looks like the,
I think it's kind of cheap how the leader is allowed to drive
yeah,
the guy on the outside all the way to the wall.
you can hear the 21 talking about that. That's what it looked like to me too, right here, is that the 5 drove the 3 up, and then that spun him out. So that sent him to the inside. How that didn't bring out a caution right there, I don't really know. But so that's going to
Yeah, I'm
allow
not a
us.
big fan of it. That's why I was kind of pushing down, but
It's going to
it
allow
didn't
us to
work
pull
out
away.
the
That
way
put
I
us into
tried.
second
I
place.
won't be doing that again.
Got rolling. Overshot
That's
turn
one
1
of
a
those
little
things
bit
where,
there.
like, under, like, when we get 2 to go, you kind of get side by side with them.
See
and
right
then you set the
here.
edge.
Taking
You
my
get what
normal
I mean?
line.
Like, you
7's
kinda
not there yet.
set it there, and like,
So I'm getting
because you
closer.
can't pass the pace car to kind of like
Got a little bit
step
of
out in
better
front
run
of you.
off of turn 4 down the
So you
front
kind of like
stretch.
set that edge like coming to 2 to go.
Still
So
not
then
blocking him.
you kind of
He's
pin him
still
down
not
there.
anywhere near
I think
my
it's cheap,
inside.
honestly. I think it causes a lot more problems for everyone behind
By
him.
the
Does
3.
it.
Oh,
I
he
think that
just
like when
flat
one
out
is just
sent
able
it.
to,
Just
you know,
flat out sent it.
go the regular lane, and then you get off, and then you go like the moment you come out of the corner. You
And
don't have to
then
like,
just
oh, I gotta square up the corner because I'm gonna be a
turn
dick
the
to
chat
everybody
down.
outside
Sorry.
me because I don't care. I think that's a douchebaggy move.
I get what they're saying, but don't want to hear that right now. So yeah, just watch the 7. He just flat out misjudges the corner there. So that sent me around, sent me up the track. I tried to save it, and then as soon as I hit the gas with how hot the tires were, that's when it kicked down, and I got the 4. That got me the first 4x. And then I know another 4x came from trying to cut down here at some point. I forget who it was, but yeah, 7 just flat out overdrove it. I don't know if that was intentional. I mean, you can feel free to leave your thoughts and tell me if you thought that was intentional or if that was just him just missing the braking point and overshooting the corner. I don't know. I can see it. I don't think it's protestable, but it could look either way. So not gonna pay him back or anything like that. Just sucks. Sends us pretty far back when we didn't need to be. So yeah, I'll take a look at the results, see how that went. Hopefully safety rating is going to be down a little bit, obviously, but should at least see something out of it. So a little bit of positive iRating gain. Decent strength of field for me. Top split of 3, 28-17. So certainly not strong, but stronger than me. About 2/10, 3/10 off, which is kind of what I expected to be. So even more laps under caution, which sucks. 8 cautions for 35 instead of 7 for 33. It sucked, but yeah, safety rating took a big plummet. 0.14 down. Obviously, I did not help myself with that last 2x, but 4x of it, I didn't really have much of a choice. So able to gain 31 though, back up to 2450, 53 to be exact. So I gained a little bit more than I lost in the first one, but frustrating to see some other drivers finish up ahead. I don't know, 17 or 7 clearly was one of the more higher incident point totals. So didn't quite keep it as clean as he probably should have. But I don't know. Feel free to leave your thoughts on it. I don't think obviously ran people down too far afterwards. That was my fault there. But overall, felt like I ran a pretty good race. Just bare bad luck, unfortunately. Everybody says it's one of those racing deals, and probably owe one back to the 7. But doubt I'll ever race with them again, and it's not worth getting that angry over. So at least able to still hold on to a 10th place finish, still able to finish ahead of where I was supposed to, ahead of where I qualified, still gaining I rating. So I'll deal with the safety rating loss and move on from there. So feel free to leave me your thoughts on anything you saw there, the deal between the 5 and the 3, if what the 5 was doing was right or not. I mean, even if it's not against the sporting code, if ethically you agree with it or not, and if there was anything different I could have done with the 7, or if it was just wrong spot, wrong time. So would love to hear from you guys and hope to see you for more races soon. Until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.